What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to talk about the dev stream update that went up 24 hours ago. We're going to go through a few things that they broke down on the stream, and hopefully this keeps you up to date with what's happening in Bloodhunt. Let's go. So the first thing, which is on the screen right now, is we got a roadmap to Bloodhunt. This year specifically, we got Act 2 coming out this week, opening up Rudolfinum Concert Hall, balance tweaks, quality of life improvements, and bug fixes. Then later next week, we got a bonus update, 0.06, additional quests, game mode swap vote, Lootpile VFX improvements, balancing, and bug fixes. Then at some point this year, we got the Ventru Season 1 coming out. So Ventru is another archetype within the Bloodhunt sort of Vampire the Masquerade universe, so we got another archetype coming, and then PS5 by the end of the year. Now there's a lot to unpack there, so we'll go over. I made a few notes just to make it easier for you guys to break it down, make it as simple as possible. So like I said, we've got multiple patches coming out, one this week, one next week. Next week's patch, and I think this week's patch as well, will contain a few Halloween themed stuff, patches, and quests, so look forward to that for new skins, etc. There's a video that you saw at the start of this video, which was the trailer to the sort of Halloween event. Those UV tattoos look sick, man, so I'm looking forward to that. And they broke down a few things that they're sort of building into the upcoming patches, so let's get into those. So one thing that opened up with was the performance indicators. I think they teased them on Twitter. Go follow them on Twitter to see it, but it's just so if you're diagnosing things on certain systems, it tells you what is actually bugging out, causing your system to run badly, which is great sort of addition. I'm sure it'll just pop up in the top corner like other games. I've got some archetype balancing, so slight ability buffs and nerfs, getting rid of certain metas. I'm not going to name any names, but it's my main character, and hopefully they nerf other things about him, or other things about the classes or archetypes that make everybody sort of viable. Melee fixes, so hitbox fixes, so it's very easy to dodge melee attacks. Just jump most of the time. Jump, get out the way. Now the hitboxes can either be very good or very bad. That's what they're going to adjust. So sometimes you can jump and then the person swipes below you and you still get hit, so they're going to fix that. The entity loot, so killing the entity is obviously a little bit of a hard work. They're not as easy to kill. Hint hint, use a crossbow, very easy to kill, but they're going to fix the loot that drops from those guys and from the chest, so only purples and golds from killing entity. Duos over trios poll is going to be coming out soon in the coming weeks, so we can see if we can trial duos versus trios. It'll be on Twitter, I'm sure, and if the numbers are good, then we'll sort of drop trios and do duos. But one thing they did mention is they want to do as many modes as possible. More modes become possible when more players join, so once we get more numbers, we can have solos, duos, trios, quads, anything we want, as long as we've got the numbers to fill those lobbies. Next one was they were uncapping the blood resonance. So at the moment you can only buff your character up to 7 times, and now what they're trying to do is they're testing it being uncapped, so going to 12. So that's every single buff you can get. Now that's going to obviously create better builds, I'd say. I know I personally buff my Q and buff my E, but I would love to put more into stuff like getting my health back, you know, the pink one. So I'll be doing that when that comes out, trialing that, doing some build guides. Now, dropping ammo for players, they said they're going to fix this as well. So for those of you that don't know, you can either drop a single bullet or all your ammo, nowhere in between. You can't drop like a clip, so they're going to fix that and make it so that you can drop a clip, a medium amount of ammo. The general time to kill, they were talking about messing with this. I'm not too on board with that because I think it's good where it's at. I think the idea behind it is to give average players more kills, which look, I don't think we should reward people for not putting in the effort. I know not everybody has 24 hours to play a game, neither do I. I play in my spare time, like super spare time. I'm a husband, a father, a full-time worker. I have minimal time to play, and I like to consider myself half decent. So Anything less, I was consider, I'd say I'm the average player, and I have no problem getting kills, so leave it as it is. Do not fuck with that. The Lootpile VFX, adjusting the effect after use, so the colors they use, you got that blue hue, like blue smoke that comes off loot piles, or where loot piles used to be. They're going to adjust that. Also kill credit, they talked about if you down a player and somebody else thirsts that player, that will count as a kill towards you because you did all the hard work. I like that. It seems to be a struggle in a lot of BRs, but eventually everyone figures it out, and that is the way to do it. Whoever downs the player gets the kill if that person is then finished by another player. They then brought on a guy called Samir, who talked about sort of content creation plans and programs. This obviously appeals to me because I make content on Bloodhunt, so I'm very keen to hear what they have to say here. They said they're working on a couple of levels, sort of a level for everybody to get in regardless of the size, and then the second level will be a lower bar, so for if you're a medium-sized content creator, and then the super high bar for the big time streamers, content creators. And they did speak about things like people that make artwork, which is something that I haven't heard from a lot of developers. Sort of rewarding cosplayers, people that make artwork, not just the standard streamer or YouTuber. There's other types of content out there, and I'm glad that they recognize that and are working towards a content creation plan for those guys. Sweet. Now then, they had a few questions come up from people watching the stream. They asked about, is Bloodhunt going to be on other platforms besides PC and PS5? They said, who knows? So that's sort of a dodging question. They didn't really delve too much into that. I really hope they don't have like a loyalty deal with PlayStation to have it on PlayStation for 2 years before it goes anywhere else, because I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. They talked about kill credit. Yep, we spoke about that. They're interested to get new modes in here. Obviously, the bigger the player base, the more modes you can get in there, and proper gamepad support, so proper controller support. They talked about not having an aim assist that does everything for you, but having an aim assist that will not help you too much, an aim assist that just, because you control your disadvantage with your aim, so just helping that little bit, but you have to put in input. Everyone's seen the clip of the new Call of Duty where someone was just standing there and the cursor was just moving with that, as people were walking past, it was like locking onto them. So they don't want to do that, they just want to do it properly. So there should be proper gamepad support by the time it comes out on PS5, obviously. And those are all the main points to me anyway. Did you watch the dev stream? What did you think? I like the state this is in. There's a lot of transparency going on, a lot of updates, a lot of anti-cheat updates. I'm still waiting for a big one, which is being able to report in-game, but we'll get to that. But that's it, guys. What did you think about the dev stream update? Comment down below, let me know. I bid you farewell. I will catch you on the next one. Make sure you hit a sub. Hit the sub button on this video so you can stay up to date with the best Bloodhunt channel on YouTube. Peace.